Hello, good evening. John Ruman here. I'm just getting my live started up, and this one is on the simple statement, but the most true statement out there. You deserve the best. So give me just a sec, and I'll be back here. Just got to get my Instagram all started. Okay, so good evening, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to you about the Women's Retreat again. And the topic tonight is that you deserve the best. And the reason I want to say this is you may have been on last night when I talked about confidence. And one of the major challenges people have is not having a strong level of confidence within themselves so that they make decisions and they find that they really aren't taking care of themselves the way they should and aren't acting in such a way that they are feeling their own inner power. So give me one sec. I just got to get this up here. So what happens when people don't feel their best, when they don't do that, they have self-love issues, to be quite honest. And when you are not actually expressing to the world who you truly are and feeling the amount of love for you that you should get, that reflects in other areas of your life. So one of the things I talked about in another live I did yesterday actually was the challenge of people not being able to say no and why that's such a long-term negative thing for them. And what happens is when you are unable to say no, to be quite honest, you can't be in your fullest and help the world in the best possible way. And why that is so bad is because the world needs you at your highest level. The world doesn't need a part-time you. The world doesn't need a half-level quality version of you. The world needs a level of you that is needing to express itself. So I wish for you the opportunity to take them some time. I'm sure you've all been on a flight before, and on the flight, what do they always ask you to do? They say, take that mask, put it over your face first. Why? So you can now feel within yourself the importance of taking care of you. So what's the point of taking care of the world if you're dying? What's the point of helping the world out? Hey, Tyrone, good to see you, man. What is the point of helping people to be their best if you won't even give yourself any self-love? I'm sure you've heard the idea that if you are a great example, you'll help the world much more than just simply saying that you love people and you want to take care of people. So what I would encourage all of you to do is to find ways that you can experience and give to yourself the best. I'll give you a few examples. Many of you are married or not married. It doesn't matter. A few things happen when people get married. Usually, they buy these beautiful silverware, the best linens. They have the best plates. They have pots and pans. And when this couple got married, they had this kind of so-so section, if you will, of pots and pans and plates and silverware. And they're kind of like the junky stuff, right? And what they do is they spend the next 30 years of their life eating and replacing the second level quality stuff, okay? And sitting behind it, often in a display cabinet, oh, isn't it pretty there? They have the stuff that they deserve, which is beautiful, pristine silverware, flatware, plates, dishes, beautiful copperback, pots, gorgeous stuff, meant for a king and queen, but they don't believe in themselves that they are a king or queen. So the question I have for you is, why are you holding back from you being the most amazing, powerful, full version of yourself? For most of us, it's because we don't allow ourselves to believe that we have the self-worth within us to actually do that. But what I'm going to challenge you, and challenge all of you, is to begin to think of things that you can do for yourself that will slowly tweak that. Many of you listening to this have some sort of religious affiliation, okay? And most of those religious affiliations give you some level of righteousness is probably not the right word, but a self-empowerment, and that you have a certain level of oomph on this world. I would say, personally, that each of us has a spark of the divine in us, waiting to be given the fuel to burn bright. That's what I would say. And you can say whatever you want. But I would ask of you, those of you who are watching this tonight, tell me, what are you doing now that doesn't, that for you shows you that you are not giving yourself the highest level of love that you could be? So take a moment to write that out. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say as to what you're doing now that is not providing the amount of self-love that you know you actually deserve. So take a sec. For those who are on, I'd love it if you gave me just a quick, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, real quick. And if you don't want to, that's cool. I'll give you like 10 seconds. But I'd love to hear what you guys are doing right now. What habits you have that aren't giving you your personal love? I'll give you 10 more seconds. What are you doing not to give yourself self-love? Let's see if anyone's WhatsApping me. Of course. Okay, so I get a WhatsApp. I love people are too shy to actually mention it here. They don't eat right. They don't take care of their body. Is that you? How many of you don't eat well, but will make sure your kids eat well, or make sure your spouse eats well? Another example, this person said diet. What about exercise? What if you're on your spouse, your friends, or whatever about exercising? How many people take care of your body? There's probably many things that you are doing that you know you should be doing. And what I want to ask you is, what is preventing you? The number one answer will be time. I get it. We all have a limited number of 24 hours a day. But how is it that some people are able to have an unbelievably fit body, eat impeccably well, because you know how vibrant and energetic it feels when you eat well. So this is not me talking crazy and saying, oh, eat this food, and you're like, oh my God, I feel like a freaking rabbit, right? That's not why I'm saying it. The point is, when you eat this well, you feel light, you feel energetic. It's not crazy talk. But what I want to ask of you is, what's preventing you? We all share, Tyrone, not tonight. But actually, Tyrone, are you talking about the event, or are you just talking about the talk tonight? Tyrone is asking, is this for women only? So Tyrone is asking, and I'm assuming he's asking if the event, what's up, the space? Good to see you guys. If the event in 2 weeks is for women only, the answer is yes. So Tyrone, if you have a wife, I believe you do, send her to it. She would love it. And if I remember correctly, she was dying to have this kind of stuff anyway. That being said, I never want men to feel left out. And I'm actually having a men's, so this one is a women's empowerment retreat. And let me put the thing on here so you can actually see what it has going on. No, tonight's talk for everyone. So tonight's talk for everyone, not just for women. But I am, just so you know, Tyrone, I'm having an event at the end of June. It has yet to be firmed up, time and all kind of stuff, for men. I'm calling the Men's warrior retreat, so we can kind of find our inner warrior and express it and have an awesome time. So that I am actually having a men's event, but tonight is totally for anyone. Don't sweat that. That being said, so going back, so I'll use men and women because it really doesn't matter, truthfully, is we need to feel within ourselves our self-worth. And that is why one of the reasons I personally feel like I'm on this planet is to help people know they have unlimited potential. And for me, it's easy to see people in their full potential. Once they say, hey, John, I want to do this. For me, that's an easy thing. But I really think one of the main reasons we are all challenged in this world is because we don't feel within ourselves that we can actually do what we know within us is a possibility. So going back to what Tyrone was talking about, I think we all can within ourselves make choices that can move us in this direction. But what I would ask for you is to do small tweaks in your life that show you to you that you care immensely about you. And by that I mean I want you to take baby steps towards you feeling within yourself a higher level of self-worth and a higher level of I am the man, I am the woman, I am awesome, I am powerful. And what I would ask of you is to take baby steps. And once you do this, you won't go back. But what I'm going to ask you to do is pretend you go out to dinner. When you go to dinner and you enjoy a meal, instead of purely looking at the chicken appetizer section, save up a certain amount of money so when you go to that restaurant, you know how much these things cost, that you don't need to look at the menu. The price menu. So on the left side is the food and the right side is the price. So what I'm going to ask of you, do this one little test, and then you can do this in other areas of your life, and this will help you to feel, not only will it help you feel wealthy and abundant, but it'll also help you to feel a greater level of love for yourself because you're buying now the best. So here's what I'm going to give you as an example. So this is your homework. Do this over the next month or so, and I would love for you to let me know how you feel when you do this. So here's an idea. Go to the restaurant. You have plenty saved up. Plenty. When you go, no longer look at the right side of the menu. Only look at the left side, the actual items on the menu, and literally just buy what you want. Do not let the price of the items that you're looking at be a deciding factor if you buy them or not. It's as simple as that. So I'm not asking you to, if you want to eat the chicken, eat the chicken. But for most people, they want the steak. Most people, they want the filet. They want the salmon. There's something they want. And I'm going to encourage each and every one of you to take time for you. Not just choice, Tyrone. I mean also self-empowerment and self-love. If you tell yourself, I deserve the best, and I know I deserve the best, and I know that I can do choices that will make me feel this way, because trust me, you do. And when you go to that restaurant, you're like, yeah, what's up? I want this. And it feels good, because now you are the king, you are the queen, and you know it. And the reason I want to say to you that in my opinion, that you are claiming your birthright of who you really are as a magnificent being wanting to express itself is that it feels so good to have it right, to have it good. And that even though most of the people in the world do not live a life of total abundance yet, at least in many aspects financial, and that's cool, when you begin to enjoy it and feel it and get kind of into it, you will now have a new level of what is the new normal. You're not going to go to a restaurant and say, I want chicken. You're like, nah, I'll go a third as less often, and I'm going to enjoy some delicious steak or whatever makes you happy. Or if you normally go and you get cheap drinks and you want to get a nice drink instead. Whatever it is for you. It doesn't really matter to me. But the point is, something like that you want to do in your life. Another great one is a lot of people love massages, which is, by the way, on the women's retreat I have in a week and a half, why I have massages in there. Everyone gets a massage. Everyone gets a shoulder massage, chair massage, because it feels so freaking good, and they deserve it. So I won't do massages at the men's retreat. Forgive me. Unless the guy's like, please give us a massage, we're dying, we'd love a shoulder massage, right? But the point is, the women would love to feel like queens, like they should. So that's the idea. So thank you, Tyrone, for your questions. So I got to go because I actually have another live on another course I have going on. But are there any other last-minute questions, anyone that's here? I'd love to hear them if you got them. If you don't, I want to thank you for taking the time to participate tonight. You all have been awesome. And I hope you have an amazing night. Let me tell you a couple details about the course. It does start in 10 days. And those that are on Facebook, they actually can see this. So those are on Facebook. This will be a heck of a lot easier. So here's the details. It's Saturday the 27th. Actually, that's wrong. It's the 27th. Yes. But it's not Saturday. Do I have the right one here? Yes. 27th should be Sunday. It's Sunday. I have the wrong ones on there. Anyway, it's the 27th. Sunday the 27th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm going to go over self-defense, because we all need to be able to defend ourselves. I'm going to go over self-confidence so you can feel unstoppable. I'm going to go over self-talk so you can upgrade how you talk to yourself. And I'm going to go over the physicality and physiology of a powerful person and a self-empowered person. I'm going to go over relationship balance. A lot of challenges I live in Trinidad. A lot of challenges with women in relationships, and I'll go over stress management. So that is it. So thank you, everyone, for attending tonight. You have an awesome, awesome rest of your night. I do appreciate you coming on tonight. Please share this with your friends. The live will be up for 24 hours. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Take care.